Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome to Friday practice. If you're joining live, um, welcome to Yoga with Simone. This is my channel, hence your channel if you're joining and if you're grabbing some classes here. So thanks for joining. We're going to practice today a little yoga, about an hour class, and it's going to be a YIN. So a bit of vinyasa, a bit of restorative, mixing and matching along the way. I like to start with a little bit of yin, ease into a little bit of flow, oops, and um, and then make our way back to a little bit of settling down and receiving and reaping the rewards of movement and vinyasa in a more settled practice in the end. So that's the idea of Yang Yin. Hi, Paul Fox. Thanks, honey. Please grab yourself 2 prop stacks, blocks. If you've been with me before, you know that some of the time, particularly in the yin practice, you can use rolled up towels or couch pillows or bolster-like kind of things. That would work. A little less so in the vinyasa portion of it. You need something a little firmer. But make do with what you have, is all to say. Just make do with what you have. Make sure that maybe you've got a little bit of water or something to wet your lips along the way. We tend to work up a bit of a sweat, which is a little bit of the point of the practice. We tend to go deep with our breath, elongating the breaths, diving deep into Ujjayi breath, getting a little bit of heat from within. So, my history is hot yoga. Some of you guys are aware of that. If you're not able to get into a hot room right now, a really delicious, rigorous practice can get the heat moving from inside. Got 2 minutes to go. We start on the hour here for this practice. So it's 11 a.m. Eastern and 8 a.m. Pacific. If you're ready to go, you could take a seat or a Sukhasana sit of cross-legged and find just a little bit of space to ease into your quiet before your practice. Hi, Sonia. Oh, heads up, guys. There is no playlist today. We're just going to move slow and steady. But if you have a playlist at home or if you want to draw from one of my previous playlists, you could do that, a Yang Yin. That's no problem at all. I get it. And if you want to join me in a little bit of a more quiet practice, feel free to dive into that. Is it snowing where you are, Sonia? I think a lot of the East Coast is going to be dealing with the winter wonderland these days. Oh, you're in New Orleans. Did I know that? That's what happens when you pay attention, lean in, and read more carefully. So, must be nicer there. Husband Paul's been there. I have not. Looking forward to it when we can get our act back together with some travel. All right, guys, it's just a little after 11 a.m., hence a little after 8 a.m. Pacific, and we're going to get started in a sit on our knees. From New York originally. Nice. It's good to carry the East Coast vibe with oneself. We're going to start on our knees, on our shins. So I'm just going to demo, if it's a little tight on the ankles, a little more pressure on the knees, two things. You can buffer your knees with blankets or any kind of, a sweater, whatever it is. You can also stack your stacks underneath your sit bones. I'm going to do two just so you can really see just about how high you can get. And with that, it just takes a little bit of pressure off your knees, and off your ankles so that this is a little more accessible to you, but you're still working a little bit of sensation and stretch in your ankles, which is good to get. It's good to have mobility in the ankles, especially as we age. We don't want to lose that flexion and that ability to just put our shoelaces to the mat in this position. So hands on thighs. And take an exhale breath. And then imagine a pie is coming towards your face. You've got a very long spine, stacking the shoulders on top of the hips. And you're going to slide your chin back as though a pie is coming in your face. And that's going to find a little bit of squeeze in the upper back. Gaze is neutral, neither up or down. Slide your chin back, pie in your face. Take an inhale. And then slide your chin forward out of that to exhale. 5 more. Pie in your face. Inhale. You'll feel the squeeze of your shoulder blades a little more tighter together. Keep that engaged with that. Exhale, release. 3 more. Pie in your face. Exhale, forward. 2 more. Exhale, let go, forward through the chin. It's subtle, but when you feel the squeeze of the shoulder blades, engage. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead, long spine, stacking the shoulders on top of the hips. Exhale, hands behind your back. Interlock your fingers, knuckles face down. Squeeze the heels of the hands pretty close together. Roll the shoulders back as much as you can. Breathe in, long your arms. And then bend your arms and put your interlocked hands at the side of your right hip. Exhale here, breathe in, long spine. And then exhale, drop your head towards the right, bringing your right ear closer to your right shoulder. A little stretch in the neck. Breathe in, come back up to center. Exhale, drop your head to the right. Feel a stretch through the left side of your neck. 2 more. 4 on this side. Breathe in. Exhale, drop your head to the side. Right ear closer to your right shoulder. 1 more. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Open through the left side of your neck. Inhale, come back to center. Long your arms behind you as you release those knuckles from the hip crease. Knuckles point down and back behind you. Feel the stretch. Open up your chest here. Breathe in. And then bring your interlocked hands towards your left side into that left hip crease. Take an inhale along your neck. Exhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Stretch now your right side. 3 more. Come up to center. Breathe in. Exhale, reach a little bit. Left ear closer to left shoulder. Ooh. 2 more. Breathe in. Coming up to center. Exhale, drop your head. 1 more. Come up to center. Breathe in. Exhale, drop your head. Left ear comes close to your left shoulder. Stretch on the right side of your neck and then come back up. Breathe in. Keep your interlocked hands, but release your interlocked hands straight behind you and try and roll these shoulders back along your arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release. Maybe a little rounding of the shoulders back. Hey, Mom. Maybe rounding the shoulders forward. Feeling space all through the neck, body, and into the shoulders. And just using that space as you move your shoulders in this rounding for 3. Forward or back, or a combination of both. 2. Stand up on your knees. If you've got props, release those props. And then bring your props either framing your mat or in front of your mat to the top of your mat and move into your tabletop. Press your hands to the floor. Ground with wrists underneath your shoulders. Walk your knees underneath your hips. And I like to curl my toes under here if I've been sitting on my shoelaces to feel the stretch and the open space of your ankles. Breathe in. Send your bum back towards those heels. Breathe out. Come forward, tabletop. Inhale. Send your bum back towards your heels. Find that stretch. Breathe out. Adding on, come forward into tabletop, and then a little more forward, shoulders ahead of the wrists, hips a little more forward, shoelaces down. Exhale, bend the arms, come all the way down. Fingertips to the floor underneath the shoulders, press through the shoelaces, baby cobra. Look down though, chin tucked in, breathe that in. Exhale, kiss the floor. 4 more. Breathe in a little lift. Tuck your chin in. Neck is long. Exhale. Kiss the floor. This time, hang your head heavy. Even tuck your chin in. And then lift your heart. Breathe in. As high as your heart can go. Then lift your head a bit. Exhale. Kiss the floor. Tuck your chin in. 2 more. Lift your heart, breathe in with your back body strong, then unveil your head and look a little forward. Exhale, kiss the floor. 1 more, shoelaces down, tuck your chin, head heavy. Breathe in, lift your heart. Start to look a little forward along your neck, and then exhale, kiss the floor. Press through hands and tucked toes under, tabletop. Breathe in. Exhale, child's pose, bum back. Breathe out. Awesome. Come forward, tabletop. Inhale. Downward face dog. Make for a stretch. Exhale, breath. Pause here. Pedal the feet, 1 hip down, 1 hip up, and then trade that off for 3, for 2, sweet movement for 1. Micro bend both legs, dip the belly to the thighs, inhale, and then slowly straighten the legs as much as you can, exhale. Bend the legs, look forward, breathe in. Try for big steps. Right foot first, Then left foot second, and then forward fold, head heavy. Breathe out. Halfway lift, you can put your fingertips to blocks. Inhale. Exhale, fold. We're going to do 2 more of these. Really warm it up. Shift the weight forward into the feet. Halfway lift. Breathe in. And then bring your shoulders more away from your ears for that long neck spine. Exhale, fold. Breathe out. 1 more. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Press the back of the head to your ceiling. And then exhale, fold. Breathe out. Ground through the feet. Stand up, arms overhead. Breathe in. Feel the palms come to heart. Thumbs rest on your chest. Breathe out. Drop your arms. Take a pause with your palms facing up or facing out. And then do the pie in the face. Tuck your chin back. Inhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Release that. Exhale. Send your arms high. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, weight into the fronts of the feet. Breathe out. Have a good practice. Halfway lift. Inhale, back of the head presses the sky away. Exhale, hands plant, 1 foot at a time. Plank pose. Breathe out. Send your shoulders slightly ahead of your wrists. Take an inhale. Knees up or down, but bring your heart and kiss the floor. Breathe out. Baby cobra, maybe the head lifts last like a heavy metaler. And then exhale, kiss the floor. Breath out. Press through hands and knees, tabletop. Breathe in. We're going to stretch to child's pose. Breathe out. Curl the toes under, tabletop. Inhale. And then downward dog stretch. Exhale. Keep it moving. Micro bend the legs, look forward, inhale. Left foot, then right foot, top of the mat and forward fold, tuck the chin in, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow, weight into the fronts of the feet. Stand up, arms high, breathe in. Hands to heart, take that exhale all the way out. As you drop the arms, palms face open, tuck the chin in, pie in the face. Breathe in. And then exhale, release. Send the arms forward and up. Breathe in, morning stretch. Exhale, hinge at those hips. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale, long neck to spine, shoulders away from the ears. Step to plank. Full exhale breath. Shoulders ahead of the wrists a bit. Breathe in. Chaturanga halfway, option to modify. Come forward and up into your upward face dog or baby cobra. Look forward. And then downward face dog, roll over the toes. 2 big breaths here. Breathe in and out. Right leg high, big inhale. Right knee to right elbow. Exhale, squeeze our belly. Right leg high, big inhale. Touch your left elbow, squeeze your belly. Right leg high, breathe in. Step to the right thumb, left knee down. Take your arms high, breathe in. Try and cactus the arms and draw the shoulder blades closer together, maybe a little pie in your face. Take your arms high, breath in, and then straighten your back leg, and then arms whip back, breath out. Right away, arms high, crescent lunge, inhale. Second warrior, open it up, exhale. Reach up and back with the right hand. Breathe in, right side open. Good. Cartwheel the hands. Breath out. Kick your right arm high. Breathe in. step your right hand down, right foot back, and chaturanga. Breathe out. Upward face dog, shoelaces down, but look forward, not up. And downward face dog, breath out. Left leg high, inhale. Left knee touches the left elbow, commit to that, exhale. Kick up, breathe in. And then touch your right elbow, exhale. Kick up, breathe in. And then step towards the left thumb, right knee down. Arms go high, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, breathe in. And as you cactus the arms, pie in the face, squeeze the shoulder blades together, breathe out. Arms go high, inhale. Curl the back toes under, straighten back leg, arms whip back, runner's lunge, exhale. Right away, inhale the arms up. Warrior two, open as your right heel goes down, right toes look to the right. Flip your front palm, exalt your warrior, left arm up and back, breathe in. And then cartwheel the hands, flip your back heel up, breathe out. Left arm high, take an inhale. And stay for the twist to exhale. Breathe in. Left hand down, left foot back, right into chaturanga, knees up or down. If you like, breathe out. Upward face dog, inhale. And downward face dog to exhale. Pause here, 2 breaths. So as I cue upward face dog, sometimes my upward face dog is modified. Sometimes yours can be modified, which means you move to downward face dog through, usually tabletop. Options to make it work for your breath and your body for 3, right? For 2. Micro bend the legs, look forward, breathe in. 2 big steps. Lead with the right foot. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. Stand up, arms high, breathe in. Interlock the hands, point the index up and over to the right, breathe out. Stay opening your left side. Start to find a kind of hover of your left foot as your right leg gets stronger. It's literally like less than half an inch. You usually have to flex the left foot and really engage the left leg too. And then you can hover the left foot and practice a little bit of balance as you go up and over to the right. Keep the hover of the left foot. Come up to center and bring the left knee into chest. Breathe in. And then take tree pose with your left foot to the inner right leg. Breathe out. Hands to heart. Wagging the left knee open, but bringing the left hip forward. For 3. For 2. Chart the arms high. Take an inhale. As you bring the left knee forward, start to bend the right leg and sit to chair, feet together. Exhale. Breathe in. And then hands to heart, sit lower, twist to the right, drawing an open space. A little bit of stretch through your left side, but rotating your right rib cage up and back. Prayer hands for most, unless you're making space for any kind of modification like I am with my left shoulder. For 3. For 2. Come up to stand, arms high. Pinky fingers inward in that stretch of arms high. Breathe in. And then exhale, fold. Breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. And then chaturanga, 1 big step in, exhale. Upward face dog, breathe in, look forward. And then downward face dog, breathe out. Micro bend the legs, heels high, inhale. Left foot takes that big step, then right foot forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow, weight into the fronts of the feet, but tuck your chin in, feel the length of the neck. Ooh. Stand up, arms high, inhale. Interlock opposite grip, index up and over to the left, exhale. Feel space on your right side before going to a second step here. And then negotiate that space on your right side with ample breath funneling through. Strengthen your left thigh and leg and start to hover your right foot, literally like less than half an inch. Can't pick up more off the mat, but as you flex it, you can just feel maybe your foot once in a while grazing the mat. And then the balance. Keep that foot off the mat. Come back to center and then bring the right knee up. Breathe in. And then take that tree vrikshasana pose, right foot to the inner left leg. High or low of the knee as the hands come to heart. Believe it or not, you can just hang out here sometimes. As your tree gets a little more evolved over time, sometimes this might even be a resting pose for hanging out. And what is the benefit of that? Why would you want to do that while hanging out, talking to your friends? Well, there's strength to be built in that standing leg. There's mobility in the ankle. Even though it's not moving, it's getting stronger and creating space for mobility. Arms chart up, breathe in. Right knee comes in and you start to bend the left leg, chair pose, breathe out, feet together. One inhale here. Pinkies kind of come inward. Exhale, hands to heart, and then twist to the left. Hooking maybe the right outer arm to the left outer knee, and then right hip. Twist as much as you want, as much as you feel is interesting in your body, while still creating space for breath, but challenge 2 for 3, 2. Come out of the twist, stand up, arms high, maybe a little back bend here, breathe in. And then forward fold, breathe out. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, plant chaturanga. It's the same exhale. Take it through to go to upward face dog. Shoelaces ground to pick up your thighs. And then downward face dog, breath out. 3 breaths here. Right leg kicks up, breathe in. Right knee to right elbow. Right leg goes up, spread your toes, get a bandha active. Touch your left elbow. Right leg goes up, breathe in. You're going to step to your right thumb, breathe out. Come to your fingertips, inhale. And then straighten your front leg, right hip back, left hip forward, fold, exhale. Full breaths in and out here as we land. Walk your hands over to the right, outside of the right foot. Breathe in. Do that without moving your hips if you can. Breathe out. Come forward. Bend the front leg. You're in neutral, center, arms high. Crescent lunge, inhale. As you cactus and squeeze the shoulder blades, micro bend the back leg, maybe pie in the face. Come straight back leg, arms high, breathe in. One more cactus, maybe slide the chin back, pie in your face. Come straight back leg, arms high, breathe in. Open up to second warrior, look over your front fingertips, breathe out. If you could hold a block in between your upper inner thighs, what would that change here? You're going to look the right hand up and then up and back. Breathe in, reach, stay. Straighten the front leg, breathe out. Reach, reach, reach for 3, 2. Come forward through the torso. Inhale, heel toe the back foot in. Triangle pose. Set your right fingertips up on a block stacked to the outside of your right foot, left arm high. Inseam of your right leg. Get it charged in a stretch as you ground through the mound of your right foot. So that big bone in your right foot, press her down for 3, for 2. Come back to warrior 2, breathe in. Go to half moon, heel toe the back foot in, and then you can kick that back leg up straight as you lean forward through the torso. Spread the back toes. You guys can kick your left arm straight up to 12 o'clock. I'm going to keep my left arm aligned with my body because of my shoulder. So you know that you can make modifications that suit you as you explore strength in other parts of your body, even though we sometimes are dealing with limitations. Micro bend the leg and then step to warrior 2, breathe in. And then cartwheel the hands, back heel up, breathe out. As you kick the right arm high, stack your right foot on top of your left, Vastisthasana. Breathe in. Ooh, right hand down, plank pose. Inhale, knees up or down, chaturanga. Exhale. Upward face dog. In. Downward face dog. Breath out. Left leg high on an inhale. Left knee to left elbow. Exhale. Left leg high on that inhale. You touch your right elbow, commit to that exhale. Left leg up, breathe in. And you're going to step through, left thumb, pause, come to the fingertips, heart lifts a bit, breathe in. Straighten the left leg, square out your hips as you fold. Feel the stretch. Walk your hands outside of the left foot to the left off your mat. Breathe in. Feel the hips square out here. Breathe out. Frame your hands around your front foot and then bend your front leg. Kick your arms up. Crescent lunge. Inhale. As you cactus the arms, bend the back leg. Pie in your face perhaps. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale. Come back up, straight arms, straight back leg, breathe in. Pie in your face, cactus. Back knee bends. Inhale, straight. Open to warrior 2. Settle it down and pause. Take a pause where you get really strong through the legs and actually squeezing the upper inner thighs gets a little lift. You stand a bit taller. For 3, 2. You flip your front palm. You exalt, dance back. Breathe in and stay put. Stay put, straighten the front leg as you reach back. What can you find here in the way of space on the left side of the body? Whew. Slow your breath down. Inhale. Exhale. Come up through the torso, breathe in. Heel toe the back foot slightly in, triangle pose. Drop your left hand to a block on the outside of your left foot. And then shrug your hips back like you're kind of teenager at the mall. So you're leaning in towards that right side. Inseam of the left leg. Starting to open as you press through the mound of your left foot. And then you slightly turn your right hip down. Do that, but then rotate your right rib cage up and back like a bit of a wash for 3, for 2. As you come up, bend your front leg, breathe in, and then heel toe the back foot in to take off into half moon, kicking the back leg up. Gaze super still. Woo. I love it. I usually fall out at least every practice I guide. Find your way back with the fluidity of your breath. Lifting off of the block even though you use it as a template. More pull up. And then bend the front leg, warrior 2. Breathe in. And then cartwheel the hands. Right heel looks up. Breathe out. As you kick the left arm up, step right into Vastisthasana. Inhale. Layering the left leg on top of the right. Exhale. You can reach your left arm overhead if you did it on the other side for 3, 2. Come to plank, take a breath in, and then chaturanga with power. Power might mean dropping your knees and total modification of steps. Upward dog or baby cobra, downward dog or through to tabletop, and then landing. For 3, and for 2. Beautiful work. Inhale the left leg up. Breathe in. Bend the left leg and stack the left hip. Straighten the left leg. Breathe in. And a step towards the left thumb. Breathe out. Come up into crescent lunge. Breathe in. Take forward to topple tree. Breathe out. Point your right big toe in and down. Option to bring your arms forward for warrior 3. If they're not forward, start to bring them forward. Come all the way up through the heart and knee all the way through. Breathe in. Figure number 4, you're crossing the right ankle over the left thigh, sitting down pretty low, hands to heart. Full breath in here. Full breath out. As you straighten the left leg and stand up, right knee squeezes into chest. Breathe in. And then step down. Breathe out. Swim your arms high to chair. Inhale. Eagle pose, left leg over the right, left arm underneath the right. Big exhale. Listen carefully. We're going to try and sit the lowest we can, but at the same time lean back as much as we can to straighten the spine as though we're up against a back wall. For 3, for 2, keep your arms. Release your left knee and leg, inhale, and then topple tree with your legs, eagle arms. From topple tree, turn your left big toe to the left, and then open into half moon. Breath out. Good. Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, right arm down and left arm high. You can set your right forearm to your right thigh, or you can arm like arms on a clock. Rotate your left rib cage up and open. straighten your back leg. Breathe in and out. Hard work, I know. What the hell? You're going to come up to warrior two. Breathe in. Look forward, breathe out. Arms high, straight front leg. Inhale. Turn your right toes in. Forward fold, bow, exhale. Whew. This should feel pretty generous to you, just so you can let go. And you literally use the crown of your head as a symbol for letting go of junk. It's said to release serotonin as we wide-legged fold. So release some serotonin. Create a little bit of happy natural drug flowing through the body for 3 and 2 and 1. Halfway lift. Breathe that guy in. Kick your right arm high, but turn your right hip in and down. Breathe that out. Come back through the right hand. Inhale. Walk your hands forward. Turn all 10 toes forward. Bend your front leg. Exhale. Arms back, runner's lunge. Breathe in. Hands to heart. Just twist over this front leg. Breathe out. Rotate through the right rib cage rather than the push of the arms to the outer right leg. For 3, 2. Put the hands down, breathe in, and then step to Vashisthasana. Right leg back, right arm kicks up, breathe out. Back here. Option to tree your right leg for 3. Option to hook your fingertips to big right toe for 2. Option to kick out long. Or you can come back to tree leg or layered legs. Bring that into plank. Breathe in. You can chaturanga your tree or knees up and down. That kind of vibe. Upward face dog. And downward face dog. Take a breath in. Let's add on here, knees down, knees a little wide, toes touch, child's pose, breathe out. Walk your hands to the left. Walk your hands to center, breathe in. Walk your hands to the right. Walk your hands to center. Breathe in. And then tabletop. Curl the toes under, stay, breathe out. Add on, arch the spine. Inhale, cow pose. Keep the arch and cow. Downward face dog stretch. Ooh. Breathe in. And breathe out. Right leg high. Inhale. Bend the right leg, stack the right hip. Open hip. But take the open hip factor right into the right side body. Feel the remnants of that. And then kick the right leg strong and straight, hip in, breathe in. And then step to the right thumb, breathe out. Crescent lunge, swing the arms forward and up, inhale. Forward through the torso, topple tree, wave the arms long back, and you're pointing your left big toe in and down. And then you can add on warrior 3 with both arms forward. Come all the way up with the arms up and forward. Left knee squeezes into chest. Breathe in. Figure number 4. Sit down with the right leg bent. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Hands to heart. Delicious. Sit lower. 2, 1. As you straighten the right leg, bring the left knee squeezing up high. Inhale. And then step down. Arms down, feet together. Exhale. Take the arms up, sit down, breathe in. Nice. Right leg over the left, eagle legs. Then right arm gets to be underneath the left, eagle arms. And then practice this low sit like you've never gone before. A little bit of work through that left standing ankle. But practice the high of the heart, leaning the spine back too. And then keep the arms. Start to slowly straighten the left leg, right knee up. Breathe in. And then kick to topple tree with eagle arms. Because you've got eagle arms, you can use those arms forward and up a bit. 3. So keep it, turn your right big toe out to the right, slowly open your right hip, and then half moon this experience. Whew. And kicking your right arm up out of those eagle arms for half moon. 3, 2. Inhale here. Warrior 2. Exhale out. Breathe in. Left arm down. Right arm high to 12 o'clock. Bent knee triangle. Full breath in and out. Rotating the right rib cage up and back like a swoosh for 3. Back leg strong and straight. 2 and 1. Come up. Warrior 2. Look forward. Breathe in. Exhale, land. Arms high, straight front leg. Inhale. Exhale, left toes in. Fold. Ground. Option to start to prepare for a tripod. Crown of the head on the floor. Lifting the heels off the ground. Tripod is a headstand, right? For those who are like, what's she talking about? But it might not be your jam, and if you haven't done it before, I'd advise a workshop before you get into it in a class. But if it's part of your practice and you feel good about it, you can flip it upside down. Either way, we're getting an upside down version in a wide-legged fold where those benefits of that serotonin fuzzy stuff release. 2 and 1. If you're in tripod, you want to come down slow with a flex of the feet, spread of the toes, wide legs, slip them in and down into wide-legged fold. And then everybody halfway lift, breathe in. And then the left arm kicks up to 12 o'clock. Or if you're modifying, left hand to lower back and rotate open. 3, 2, left hand down, breathe in. Left hand and right hand forward, walk it forward, bend the front leg. Create your lunge in the legs, and then arms back, breathe in. Hands to heart, twist over the front leg, breathe out. Make sure not to dump weight down. There's a generous lifting of the heart forward and up like up dog for 3, 2. Frame the front foot, inhale. As you step back, layer the legs, left arm up, Vashisthasana. But then maybe add on to tree the leg. And find any generous stretch here. Come back to your plank. You can maintain your tree even for the chaturanga. Or if you're modifying, knees could go down and you make that chaturanga. Upward face dog, breathe in. Downward face dog. Nestle home, breathe out. Listen, knees down. Take an inhale. Knees wider, toes touch. Child's pose, exhale. Walk the hands to the left. Breathe in. This time we're staying here. So you're going to want to tuck your chin in. and ground your forehead towards the ground. Try and be aware of not picking up your right hip and seat. And you can feel how things are starting to kind of calm. As you settle into stillness, there's space to slow the heart down. When you're in constant moving with your vinyasa flow, it's not that you're ramped up necessarily, but there's a certain kind of attentiveness to one move to the next. That just legitimately feels like you're on. In a way, our practice is about being able to be on without maybe some of the other things that generally come with being on in our life. So for me, sometimes being on means even just being on the defensive, or being super hyper aware that there's a general tension. And so with the vinyasa practice, we're trying to kind of chip away at the edges that don't serve us of that. You can be mindful, you can be on, but we don't need to be in a fight per se. And then when we come to these yin poses where we're holding them for a little bit of time, we're literally transitioning from on to a kind of humility in receiving and surrender. But there's still an act of mindfulness as to how this shift feels. You can pick up your forehead and your head. Help to walk your hands back to center. Breathe in. And then way over to the right for the stretch for the left side. Breathe out. And then finding a bit of rest on this side with your forehead to the mat, perhaps, maybe your nose even to the mat, a little smushing there. A little bit of mindfulness, awareness to the fact that there's a tendency for the left seat and hip to lift, and you want to try and ground that. As you move from side to side, you also might notice differences. In my case, it's a really big difference because of my injury right now, but we'll have differences from side to side depending on whether we're left-handed, right-handed, whether we stand a certain way and lean to one hip. All to say, it doesn't have to be exact. You're just kind of bearing witness to what is. More breaths. Remember to kind of follow more of the pathway of surrender. And then you could start by lifting your head so that it creates space to walk the arms back to center. Breathe in. And then you could come to your child's pose again. Fingertips out in front, hands like prayer. Forehead into or on the mat, and then bend your arms so that you're starting to look your prayer hands towards the back of your mat and your butt. Again, if you find that you get into this and you're like, oh, I'm on my knees and this is bothering me, you can wide out your knees less, more, however you want to do it to fit in. You can buffer your knees with a little blanket or sweater, towel. You can also curl your toes under here so your heels look up and you release your ankles a bit. And then as you settle in, we're here for just under another minute of time. Look at all the ways that you can stretch your back body just by extending the life of your breath. It's literally helping to change physical aspects of your body because of your breath. Two more inhales followed by exhales. The arms so that the fingertips and prayer hands face forward. You'll lift your head, come forward through the hips on your forearms. That means curling your toes under, and we'll do one more active stretch. Place your palms down like you're doing Sphinx pose. Press through your elbows, head up, and then a little tuck as much as you can. It's not a lot of the chin back like pie in your face. Feel the squeeze of the upper shoulder blades. Breathe in. With that comes an arch of the spine. Breathe out. Ground through the forearms as you flip your hands up, palms face to the sky. And then fan your hands out with most of your arms on the mat up until your wrists. They'll need to take flight. Breathe in. There's that squeeze of the shoulder blades, upper back. Breathe out. Fan your hands back in, palms face down. Get up to tabletop. Take an inhale. And then round your spine. Should feel kind of delicious. Cat pose here. Exhale. Another yin pose before we get to corpse. You're going to roll over to sit on your butt. Grab one stack. Stack is at the medium height. So you're going to set this stack block behind you at the medium height to catch across your shoulder blades. You're going to take your second stack, put it down at the lower height. So there's a T behind you. And then as you lie down, first stack across your shoulder blades behind your chest. Second stack underneath your head. Open heart. Option on the legs is wide and long, or you can bring the soles of the feet together like prayer so that the knees fall open wide in butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. It's important that you find a fit here. So there's two things to look at. How you're creating space in your body as you land to your props and stacks. The second thing to look at is adjusting the stacks. A lot of people don't have the open space in their neck body to have their head hang back, and still catch smooth breaths in and out. So if that's the case, raise your stack so that it's level head with your chest, or drop the stack underneath your chest body, underneath your back body a little lower. You can put a towel on the stack underneath your head to make up for the difference. You're basically kind of Lego blocking your way into a space that works for you. So that you can experience a real relief here, a real surrender, and a real open heart pose. It's an exercise I like to do, a kind of meditation and mindfulness exercise in the body. So I'm going to offer it to you or remind you of it if you've been with me before. If your body was a house with all the lights on, and you started to move through that house from head to toe or toe to head, assessing how bright the lights were in each room. Hence the charge, the tightness, that defense mechanism of the body being on. Could you walk through your house and slowly but surely dim the lights, if not to turn them off completely? You can absolutely stay here a little longer, but what's important is to make sure that you do the practice justice by coming out of this pose to meet Shavasana. You absolutely can't come out of this pose and just whip on into your life. There needs to be a resting and corpse pose. Coming out of this pose would mean helping your head up with one of your free hands. Holding your head up high with a bit of a charge in the belly like a sit-up, and then one elbow at a time, resting behind you to remove your props. To get onto your back body flat. Again, this is not negotiable. It can't be negotiable. Coming out of a real open heart like that needs to be remedied in our Shavasana. Stay as long as you can, as long as you need, as long as you want. And try and find a way to align all those three things, because sometimes they are not aligned. As long as you can, as long as you need, as long as you want. Namaste, guys.